Ricky Clark bowls Surrey into the lead before late wickets tumble. Surrey travelled to Hampshire knowing that both sides' business was all but done for the season. Just one relegation place in Division 1 this time means that the outgoing champions' final few fixtures won't be played under the cloud of a potential drop into Division 2. Hampshire are probably where they should be in the table, 4th position, out of the title picture, but comfortably entrenched in mid-table. It certainly looked to be a batting kind of day, and thus the toss was contested with both captains keen to set a total. It would be Hampshire who won that right, putting Surrey into the field. But it looked to be a poisoned chalice for the home side, and Jordan Clark made the pressure tell. Holland bowled for 9. Ricky Clark had the next one. Organ caught by Elgar at slip. Alsop followed in his next over, bowled for 3 as Hampshire struggled. Clark would find a third not long after. The dangerous Sam North East caught by Borthwick at second slip for 4, a 500th wicket in first-class cricket for the Surrey man. James Vince replied with a defiant 6, followed by a pair of 4s off Jordan Clark. But it would be the bowler who had the last laugh. The England international caught superbly by Jamie Smith at point. A horror first session came to an end for Hampshire with the score at 60 for 5, the home side in desperate need of a rebuilding job from Dawson and new man Donald. Liam Dawson would fall shortly after the restart, caught behind off the bowling of McCurr for 12. Ricky Clark had his 4th of the day a few overs later, Anirin Donald unable to clear McCurr at mid-off. He'd pick up his 5-er in the next over. Barker his latest victim, his innings brought to an end courtesy of a brilliant Pope catch. Abbott would stick around and guide Hampshire to triple figures. But he'd fall for 27, bowled by Clark. Lewis McManus would be the next man to go, Morkel's threatening bowling bringing the wicket he deserved. Hampshire were all out for 149, a far cry from the imposing total they'd hoped to set when they won the toss at the start of the day. Dean Elgar and Mark Stoneman would be the men tasked with getting Surrey's reply up and running, but they'd be separated almost as soon as they'd come together. Stoneman, the first man to fall, caught by Vince off Edwards for 2. Elgar followed, Abbott the man to remove his compatriot, caught behind for 11. Borthwick was extricated by Barker for 7, Dawson taking the catch. Surrey would hold on through to tea without further loss, reeling at 40 for 3. Jamie Smith would be the next Surrey batter removed, Barker and Dawson again combining. Ben Foakes could add just 5 runs before he too fell, bowled by Barker. But while wickets had tumbled, Ollie Pope had looked in good touch. Now partnered by Ricky Clark, he'd played his way into the 40s. And a half-century came with the score heading toward 3 figures. That 100 was breached as Clark turned a short ball into the onside for 4. Their partnership grew as Hampshire's slender lead dwindled. But they'd finally be separated. Pope pinned LBW by Holland for 68. McCurr would last just a few overs alongside Clark before he became the latest Surrey man to fall cheaply. His wicket saw stumps called. The score 143 for 7, Surrey trailing Hampshire by just 6 runs. It had undoubtedly been Ricky Clark's day. His day's work had produced a 5-er, his 500th wicket and a knock of 35 not out. Surrey will hope they can eclipse that Hampshire total at the resumption and hope that the tail can stick around long enough to build a decent advantage of their own.